Hi, have any of you ever ran anywhere wearing two different pairs of shoes? Now, it sounds kind of uncomfortable, right? Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine, and today I want to be speaking with you about an experience that I had while deployed in Kuwait. And hopefully, through hearing about this experience, you yourself will have a new perspective like I did. I remember coming home from this deployment, I had just a new perspective on life and of myself, really. I remember the grass. It was gone. There were no trees, there were no leaves, there was no grass on the ground, there wasn't even a tumbleweed. And you would think, we're in the desert, right? So for 9 months, we walked around in brown tents, wearing brown uniforms, looking at a brown sky. And it wasn't necessarily the grass was the one thing that I missed the most about this country, but it's the first thing that comes to mind whenever I think of all the small, seemingly insignificant details that I took for granted every day because I wasn't thankful for them. How many things do we see that we don't appreciate because we're so used to having? And I remember flying home after 9 months and seeing this green country, and I was so happy. And that is the kind of importance that I put in everything now. And then there's the trash, just flooding the streets of Jordan. That is a state in the country of Amman. There were these children who were maybe 10 years old, and they were walking barefoot, smoking cigarettes right alongside goats walking around, and their father selling coffee in 120 degrees on the side of the road. And I remember seeing these kids and just thinking, how many times have I ever complained about something that just seemed so irrelevant, seeing what these children go through, what they think is normal. And then there are the boots that we talked about. There were these women, they were part of the Jordanian army, and I used to see them running along the road that we drove by. And they had long sleeve jackets, long sleeve pants, their hijabs on, their covers for their head. And the more I paid attention to them, the more I realized that the boots on their feet did not match. They were not in pairs. Each one was different. Come to find out that these women were actually digging in the trash to find something to put on their feet just to have the opportunity to serve their country. And they looked so happy doing it too. We would drive by and they'd be waving and smiling, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. These women had so much pride in themselves that they were willing to do whatever it took to get themselves to where they wanted to be. So we've got grass, we got trash, and we've got boots. 3 seemingly insignificant things, but put together, they all remind me of what I have and the life that I live. Now, have I ever ran anywhere wearing 2 different pairs of boots? No. Hopefully I never will. And hopefully I continue to live this life where I never have to. One that I was so ungrateful for before. And maybe you too, in hearing this now, will take a second to look at the grass when you walk outside, or we'll see that person who may not have things that are as great as yours and realize that where they call home, where they go home to every day, may not be what you've been blessed to have. And the next time you see someone putting on their boots for whatever it is that they aspire to be or do, you respect the beauty in all the effort they're putting in, and you don't bash them for what they believe in, but instead you respect all the effort they're putting in to get there. That's all I have to say today.